Alright, peace YouTube. What's going on? We're just back with another trending hot topic commentary show where we do all the latest and hottest reaction and reviews. I'm your host, N Lynch. Let's talk. Alright, so I want to dive right into this video, man, because I want to get right into this and see if y'all up to speed or not on stuff because, like I said in my latest video, that a lot of people be talking and complaining and everything and not doing nothing, but in those very same words, a lot of people be complaining and stuff about things that really don't necessarily really matter in the grand scheme of things. I'm all about, the overall number of to get to the problem pretty much. And, I try not to worry about the little things if it don't really equate to something that's a big factor. What I mean by that is a lot of these small little nuances that happens in the world. Like I always say, we pay attention to the nuances, the small details, because the devil is in the details, and that's a given, that's a fact. But what I mean by the small little nuances, I pretty much see. I'm pretty much I'm lightfooting around it, and let me just stop sugarcoating it. Like as far as like all this gossip shit that we always talk about, and everything that goes on, like in the culture and the beefs and the drama and all that stuff. Like all that stuff really don't really mean nothing, and all the while all that's going on, motherfucking military is preparing for a zombie apocalypse, it seems. And this ain't no cap. This is all real. Y'all can look this up. It's called Conplan 8888. Something that the Pentagon and the military and all the armed forces they put together. They training for something big, for something that's going on. Now I talked about before on this channel. I even made video. I made like a video or two about self-reliance and prepping. I even made a video about what to do in the zombie apocalypse. Now we all know that zombies are fictional characters and all that stuff. They're supposed to be made in the movies. George Romero, he was like the one who did it, and everyone else just took off from there. Now, but with that being said, you do have things that can cause zombie-like tendencies in real life. You got insects that has parasites on them, and if it gets to inside of us and gets into like our bloodstreams, it goes to our brain. It can rewire. It can really rewire our brain and make us do what the parasite wants, and it's basically like on some zombie type. Like feed and do all this type of crap. Remember the dude in Florida with the bath salt, all that stuff. Now the bath salt just mysteriously disappeared and stuff. Now, what's going on was all this stuff they giving everybody. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We can't say these things, but that's not to say that they preparing for some type of side effect for that on some I Am Legend type stuff. But like, we don't really know what's happening with this. Now, peep game too though. The elites of the world have been buying up bunkers at a record-breaking, alarming rate. Alarming record-breaking rate. Like it's crazy. The bunker business right now is crazy. And if you look up this stuff, they say those in the know must know something, because those who can afford it, they're buying up bunkers. So you got to ask yourself, you got millionaires and billionaires and all these Silicon Valley trillionaires and all these things of that nature. Why are people like that buying up land? Like endless amount of land, and digging deep down into the earth and buying, up. Like, why is Bill Gates buying up all the farm land? Why is all these billionaires and everyone into agriculture? Like, why are they trying to control the food sources? while they like we have to start paying attention to this stuff. When I say we, I mean me and you, us, the everyday people, because these the people that quote unquote was at the top, right? Like personally, I really don't look at these dudes at the top, but we gonna go as status and everything. So I guess you would call them at the top. They're at the top of the political ring, at the corporate arenas, money wise, business, whatever. So they must know something that we don't know. Because these dudes is buying up land and building up like underground cities, bro. Like for their friends and family, so they don't be like no small little space. Cause it's like when you like you got like see I told you I'm weird. I look up things of this nature. So you gotta think about like being in a bunker, and being in a bunker. It's kind of like being in jail a little bit, for real, for real. Because you're locked up, you're confined in a space. So these people, they're buying up land so they can build up for a lot of space, and like Atlas survival condos and Vivos and the underground luxury bunker condos and all that stuff from the dude Larry Hall. They tell you that a lot of these people that they trying to build now for long term sustainability, meaning that they plan on being down there for a long ass time. So, what do you think that they believe is going to happen that entitles for them to be underground for a long period of time to survive with their friends and family, and have like enough space so they don't go crazy and all that stuff, so they don't feel like they're like inside of a box, a casket, a cage. So we got to start asking yourself these questions. We got to start asking ourselves these questions. I think I'm just having an epiphany right now as I'm talking. I think the distraction is what I'm talking about. It's all these worldly things that's going on in the world. They putting these things right in front of us so we can all be distracted. So we don't pay attention. I tell y'all, like I sound like a damn broken record. Like I constantly reiterate this stuff. The person, the individual. That's why I love about individuality. That's why I always talk about, mindless robots and people and all that stuff, because the person, the individual can think for her or himself. The individual, they can put two and two together. They can see something, be presented with something, and if it kind of don't make sense to them, they can start questioning, like, and start doing their own due diligence and start, researching and all that stuff and trying to figure out what the fuck is really going on. But people, collectively, people are irrational. That's why you get mobs and riots and all that stuff, because people can't come to a singular thought. It's just all emotion and chaos and all that stuff. And the PTB, the powers that be, they know this stuff. They learn. They smart. I'm off topic a little. I mean, off course a little bit, but our governments, like allegedly, our peoples and stuff learned from the Nazis and stuff after the war. You think all them generals and lieutenants and all them people over there, they just killed or sent them to jail? No, they used some of them people because they needed them. They was good. See, this is the type of stuff that's dangerous to talk about, but it's real. And look it up. Zombie apocalypse. The army, they preparing for it. And it's so funny because it's like the news even brought this out to us, and it's like they constantly keep bringing this out. Like they brought it out like a year or so ago, and they just brought it out recently again. It's like, what the hell is going on? And then not that, they recently brought out with the UFO stuff too, and the Pentagon releasing videos and footages and saying that stuff is actually real. So it's like, We at a point in time and period where our our own government don't even care about letting us know, sort of, what the heck is really going on. Whereas though, like back in the 90s and 80s and stuff, they wouldn't even thought about even doing something like that. So again, what the heck is going on? Why are they doing this? Why are they disclosing these classified information to us? Stuff that they would never have given to us before. Why? Why are our military preparing for a zombie apocalypse? These are the questions we gotta start asking ourselves, guys. Look it up and come back at this video. Holla at me. Until next time, I'll see y'all, man. But hit that like button too, man. I mean, it costs you absolutely nothing. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And get the videos growing through the algorithm. The only way you do that is hitting that like button. Smash it. It's absolutely free. You can do it as I'm saying it right now. Just click the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification icon. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Alright, one love. Peace.